Okay, so in this section, in the 6.1, I'm going to talk about applied problems, or sometimes you hear them of story problems. So the first one that I'm going to say is the number of bacteria. So we have the number of bacteria is Y, and it's in thousands. Okay, and so you have to be careful on like their units, so what they're asking. So the number of bacteria, Y, in thousands in a culture, and I'm going to write this out. Okay, so I actually stopped it and then I wrote it all out. So this is one of the applied problems. So the number of bacteria, Y, in thousands. So what I would say when you have an applied problem is to like give information and help yourself. So Y is in thousands. So we're already talking about a coordinate plane of an X and a Y when I see something like this, like something I can graph. So Y is in thousands, and the culture can be approximated by, here's my equation. So what I see is that my variable is my exponent. So this is going to be an exponential graph, right? So it's an exponential graph because my variable is an exponent. And then they're telling me T is the number of hours. So this is T is my X and Y is in thousands. Okay, so it's telling me I could graph this. And so my first question then, it asks if this is a growth or a decay. So remember, when you have your growth or your decay, I said it in the other video what the model is. We have Y equals, and I'll change that color so you can kind of see that. We have Y equals our A, and then we have 1 plus RT. If this is a growth, so it's 1 plus, so it's 100% plus this rate, because this is a percent, this R, but it's in decimals. So remember what they did is they converted it to decimals. That's when anything is a percent, you can only use decimals mathematically. Or, so this would be a growth, or we have Y equals A 1 minus R. So that's when that rate, this right here, this rate is less than 1, but greater than 0, right? Our B value to that power of T. And so then that would be a decay. So when I look at this right here, this is telling me if this is a growth or decay. So if this number is greater than 1, then it is a growth. If it is less than 1 but greater than 0, it would be a decay. So my answer here is a growth. This is a growth model. So I know it's going to look something like this, right? It's going to grow. We have this asymptote here that it's not going to cross of Y equals 0. Okay, then it says identify the hourly percent increase or decrease, because they're not going to give you a hint as to whether it was a decay or a growth. Well, we know it's not a decrease because that would be a decay. So they want to know what percent did it increase by? Well, when we look at this equation, it's 100% plus the rate. So what is my rate when I have 1 plus R equals 1.99? Well, I subtract 1, my rate is 0.99, right? 0.99, or 0.99, it's percent, 99% is my answer here. So if it was a decay, we would go subtracting, right? Then it says, okay, estimate when the number of bacteria will be 1 million. This right here is my Y. So my equation is, my model is Y equals A times 1 plus RT. And they actually give me my equation is Y equals 100 times 1 plus RT. Okay, so the one thing that you have to be careful with here, I'm going to see if I can slide this up. The one thing you have to be careful with here is they already told me, though, my bacteria, it was in thousands. Y was in thousands. So I can't just place this 1 million right here. So I technically have to take this 1 million and I have to divide it by 1,000 first, because it's in thousands. So when I get that, then that becomes 1,000 equals 100 times It was 1.99t. So I can divide by 100, and this cancels out. And so I get, and so then when we divide this out, right, we cancel this out, we get 10 equals 1.99 to the power of t. And so when you're thinking of this, eventually we'll be able to understand how to undo this exponential function. But for right now, we're going to use kind of like a t-chart to decide. So t is your x, and we're saying 1.99 to the power of t, and I need it to be close to 10. So you're gonna get out your calculator, and we're gonna do, if t was 1, right, well, that would be 1.99. And remember, I'm trying to get it closest to 10. Well, if t is 2, so I type in 1.99 to the power of 2, and I get 3.9601. And then if I say t is 3, we get 1.99 to the power of 3. That is 7.881. We're getting closer to 10. And then if I say 4, we have 1.99 to the power of 4. We get 15.682, and the number keeps going. So we're estimating. So it's approximately, or sometimes what you do is you get this like little wavy sign between 3 and 4 hours. Okay. And so remember, t was in our hours. That was at our very beginning. And so that would be your answer. And so remember, you could have a growth or you could have a decay. So double check, what are you doing and what are you looking for with your applied problem?